So the significance of Deva Uthani Ekadashi, as the name itself suggests, is Deva Shayani. We have already seen the Ashadi Ekadashi, which comes in the month of Ashadam, and Deva Uthani, when Bhagavan gets up from his Yoga Nidra, that is Deva Uthani Ekadashi, which comes in the Kartika Masam. So on this day, it is believed that majorly all gods, especially Vishnu, he wakes up from his Yoga Nidra. Deva Uthani Ekadashi is also called as a Prabodhini Ekadashi, one of the most auspicious Ekadashis, which also marks the end of the Chaturmasya period when Bhagavan wakes up after 4 months of Yoga Nidra that is there, starting from the Ashada Masam. Very, very auspicious. From this Tithi onwards, you have auspicious events, Griha Pravesham, marriages and so on that take place. So mainly Bhagavan has woken up, so he is ready to shower his blessings on all of us. No doubt even during the Yoga Nidra time also his grace is always there, but now Bhagavan is more awake, it is said. Now on Deva Uthani Ekadashi, it comes usually in the month of the Kartika Masam, roughly around October, November time, and on the Shukla Paksham period that is there. And this time even in Pandharpuram, just as for Ashadi Ekadashi, that is the Devashayani Ekadashi, you have lots of pilgrims who go there. Similarly on the Kartika Ekadashi also, you have all pilgrims going there. And especially in Uttara Bharatam, that is there, Tulsi Vivaham, that is especially tomorrow most of us will offer the Tulsi Vivaham, that is there, or Dev Deepavali that they call, that is specially offered in, followed in Uttara Bharatam, that is there. As most of us today, you would have done the Ekadashi Vrata, not to consume rice, grains and so on, fruits, milk, and especially you can, oil lamps are to be lit in front of Bhagavan Vishnu. All this you can do even tomorrow, right, when the Ekadashi Tithi continues and Dwadashi Tithi begins. To especially Tulsi Devi and Vishnu, a lot of worship is being done. Tulsi also is considered to be an incarnation of goddess Vrinda, who is worshipped on this day, and people, they decorate the Tulsi plant that is there with new vastram, jewels and so on to signify her marriage with Bhagavan Vishnu. And that's why it is also called as the Tulsi Vivaham. You also worship Tulsi and Vishnu in the form of the Shaligrama that is there. So that is also done. And the night long people will not sleep, sing kirtans and so on. Yeah. Now there are many stories that are there around this Deva Uthani Ekadashi. You have especially the most common thing, Vishnu gets up from his Yoga Nidra position, and very, very time, the Chaturmasyam that is there, that also ends today. And the Chaturmasyam, usually you see most of the time it is the rainy season and so on. So very, very more than calling it inauspicious, not suitable for doing maybe marriages and other events. But from today onwards, after this Ekadashi starts, everything, all the important ceremonies are done. Now why in those times it was also not being done is you didn't have the climate which was suitable. Moreover, Vishnu used to be absent. In Swargalokam also, Vishnu would be absent, he would be in his Yoga Nidra position. That's the reason people used to not do anything auspicious, it seems. So Bhagavan specially wakes up on this day and all auspicious beginnings, auspicious things they begin. Another story of this Ekadashi is a story of Tulsi Devi and a demon called Shankachuda. Now the Shankachuda, he was a great devotee of Vishnu, and he was married to a woman called Vrinda, who is none but Tulsi only. Now, like it happens in the case of everyone, at times we also go on the wrong path. The same thing happens with Shankachuda. He starts troubling gods and so on, thinking that he only is the most powerful. And in order to defeat Shankachuda, Bhagavan himself takes the form of Shankachuda and allows him to be defeated also. That's when Vrinda, what happens is Vrinda, the wife of Shankachuda, does not like this, and she curses Bhagavan, she curses Vishnu to become a stone also. And that's when Lord Vishnu, he was very, very happy, because Tulsi who was there, she was a Pativrata Stri, she did not like. So in fact what happens is, Vishnu, he takes the form of Shankachuda and he goes to meet Vrinda. So Vrinda was a very chaste woman also. So because of this, what happens is Shankachuda loses all his powers that are there, and that's how he gets defeated. But Vrinda, who is there, she gets very, very angry because she was cheated. She thinks Vishnu to be the original Shankachuda, but that is not so, and that's how she ends up cursing Bhagavan. Vishnu, finally knowing her devotion towards her husband, he curses her to be Tulsi Devi, that is Vrinda, she curses Vishnu to turn into a stone. Lord Vishnu becomes very, very happy looking at her devotion, and blesses her, saying that you will be worshipped as a holy Tulsi plant, and your union with me will be celebrated as Uthani Ekadashi, or the Dev Deepavali festival that is there. Thus on this day you also have the Tulsi Vivaham that takes place, and moreover it is the lights that are there, they are lit everywhere, so it is like as if Ajnanam has come to an end. From ignorance, from darkness also light or Jnanam has come about, and that's how a lot of spirituality, and especially if you see you have the next, the Margashirsha Masam that comes in, Margai Masam, lot of spiritual importance and everything starts from this day. So it is also this Ekadashi that is there is a reminder of our connection with the Lord, and all over Bharata Desha, all over the world it is celebrated. There are different ways that are done in which this Ekadashi that is there is celebrated. You have the Vishnu Sahasranama that is chanted. You also have various other mantras like the Dwadashakshari mantram which is chanted. Lot of Annadanam is being done on this day, that especially the next day during the Dwadashi day. You also have the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vishnave or Om Vishnave Namaha. This mantra is also chanted on this day. Lot of grains, clothes or so on is being done. People especially on this Uthani Ekadashi, one special feature is they will do a lot of, you can say, like helping someone. Maybe you go to a Vriddha Ashramam or something like that. So kindness that is there is shown on this day. Why again this is very significant for this Ekadashi is, along with Dana Dharmam, being that Bhagavan gets up from his sleep also to bless and to shower his grace on innumerable devotees like you and me. Similarly, with Bhagavan's grace, maybe we have got everything, not maybe, for sure we have got everything, and we can give back to the society, and most important is we can throw money, we can do this, we can do that, but to give ourselves also is something which is very, very needed. So acts of kindness especially are being done on this Ekadashi day, wherein Vishnu also, he wakes up and he gives this message to all other gods, all other devotees, saying that you can do all kinds of dana dharmam, that is fine, but you do your own samarpanam that is there to those who need you, or even those who might not need you also, but maybe you speak a kind word to someone, that is much, much greater than maybe throwing money, lakhs of rupees also. So this is one more significance of this Uthani Ekadashi. Yeah, so this is the significance of this